We're near the end here. Let's talk about our ForgeBox module of the week, which this week's is the ColdBox 7 release candidate. And there are so many features that we could highlight. I was just going to highlight a few of my favorites. Jump over to the sharing the screen for those of you watching. So my first one is this Transient Request Cache. And this is a fancy way of saying we've sped up getting lots of the same transient entities. Transient meaning they hold state. You need multiple of them. There's not just one, which would be a singleton for your whole application. You can read it right here. 585% performance increase, and you don't have to do anything to your code. So that one's going to be great, especially those of you that use CPORM or Quick. This applies 100% to that. That's going to be awesome. All right, the config object override. If you're like me and you love modules, you might find that you have lots and lots of modules, and it gets kind of overwhelming in that ColdBox config file to deal with all of them. You're doing a lot of code folding. Well, now inside that same config directory, you can make a modules folder and then a CFC after the module name. So if I'm doing CB security, this would be called cbsecurity.cfc, qb.cfc, quick.cfc. That component will have a configure method, and you can return whatever you need. It also handles environment support. So if you need to do something different in your development environment or testing, but this will clean that up a lot, and you can jump to these files. Completely optional. You can keep it all in the ColdBox CFC too, but I'm excited for that one. And then the last one I wanted to point out was down here in the LogBox updates, which is that JSON and exceptions are now going to be pretty printed in the console, which is going to be so nice. When I'm debugging, especially async stuff, like my go-to is throw it to the console, and it's like, oh, I gotta copy this out, find where it starts and ends, paste it in something that makes it look nice, and now LogBox will do that for me. So as you can see, there's a ton here on this page, and I just highlighted 3. So that is our module of the week. Again, go and check that one out, install it in your application, and please let us know if there are any issues that you run into so we can get those hammered out before it is released into the box.
That was our ForgeBox module of the week, brought to you by Modernize or Die Podcast, CFML News Edition, proudly sponsored by Ortus Solutions. You can see the new episodes every week on cfmlnews.modernizeordie.io or on the Ortus Solutions YouTube channel.